The new 050 ball heads are ideal when you need an extra smooth and precise camera movement. Innovative, compact, ergonomic, powerful, and made of lightweight magnesium, they are the ideal tool for durability, high performance, and accuracy. Assemble the head on the tripod using the 3/8 of an inch female thread. Tighten the tripod screws against the base of the head, taking care not to force them. For the heads equipped with disc attachment, place the female threaded fixing socket on the camera over the head screw. Holding the camera securely in one hand, rotate the disc anti-clockwise whilst applying a gentle downward pressure on the camera. For heads equipped with the Q2 quick release system, rotate the lever and push it down safely until it reaches the stop. Remove the plate. Fix the camera onto the plate by screwing it using the ring. Before fully locking, align the camera with the lens mark on the plate. Insert the camera plate on top of the head until the locking lever clicks and closes. Make sure that the plate is fully locked by pushing the lever and checking that the camera is fitted securely to the head. Whenever the camera needs to be removed from the head, hold the camera securely in one hand while rotating the lever, and push down the safety lever until the lever reaches the stop. For heads equipped with RC4 quick release system, pull the locking lever until it will go no further. Hold the lever and at the same time press the button. This allows the lever to rotate further, thus releasing the camera plate. Screw the camera onto the plate, using a coin for example. The screw slides along the slit, allowing you to align the camera lens with the plate, choosing the best balance position. Insert the camera plate into the dovetail sides on top of the head, and then press the plate downwards until the locking lever clicks and closes. Make sure that the plate is fully locked by pushing the lever all the way to the left side and checking that the camera is fitted securely. Whenever the camera needs to be removed from the head, hold the camera securely in one hand while operating the locking lever and the safety lever with the other. For heads equipped with Q5 quick release system, turn lever as shown, press the spring button and pull out the plate. Fix the camera onto the plate, using, for example, a coin. Before fully locking, align the camera lens with the camera plate. Insert the camera plate as on top of the head until the locking button clicks. Holding the camera, find the balance point. Lock the plate in the position reached by screwing the locking knob. Whenever the camera needs to be removed from the head, hold the camera securely in one hand while operating the locking lever and safety button with the other hand. The head has independent panoramic and ball movements. To release the panoramic movement, unlock the pan lever by rotating anti-clockwise. Once the desired position is achieved, lock the head by turning the lever clockwise completely. To release the ball for positioning the camera, unlock the lever by rotating anti-clockwise. Once the desired position is achieved, lock the ball by turning the lever fully clockwise. The angle of the lever can be repositioned as required without affecting the lock itself. Pull the lever outwards and rotate as required. Then release, and it will locate in the new position. The head incorporates a separate friction adjustment for the ball movement, which makes it easier to control the positioning of the head. The head has a unique selector that allows the control of the angle of placement in the case of vertical shooting. Turn the switch to the right position to immediately place the camera at 90 degrees. If the tripod is not leveled, the left position of the selector allows a wider angle excursion in order to reach the perfect positioning of the camera at 90 degrees.